In this tutorial, you will learn how to optimize ELA data scores in Google Sheets using the import range and conditional formatting function when data sheets have already been given. Performance objectives. Number 1. Given a set of data, teachers will be able to demonstrate how to use the import range function of Google Sheets to formulate data from all teachers' individual sheets onto one sheet. Number 2. Given a set of data, teachers will be able to demonstrate how to differentiate percentage scores by color using Google Sheets' conditional formatting function. Here we are going to look at how to turn data from several different sheets. That's one teacher sheets. That's number 2 teacher sheets. Number 3. And so on all the way until the end of the teachers. There are 7 teachers on this Google Sheet, and each one of them does have 3 categories. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to take this data from all of these sheets: Brown reading, Garza reading, Gilbert reading, Profit reading, Slater reading, Swall reading, and Walton reading, and we want to be able to put them into data that is accessible and readable to all by the district percentage guidelines, which are illustrated here in the key. To do so, we have to first add a new sheet. When we add this new sheet, the first thing that you're going to want to do is, of course, add the teachers' names. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can go ahead and type them all in and put the color coding. But since I've already got this, I will go ahead and do a shortcut, Control C for copy. Go back to my sheet, Control V for paste. Now, to use the import range function, you must always make sure that you hit the equal sign first to start your function, and then you will want to start typing import. Once you get here, you can go down to import range and click on it. You'll see that the open bracket is already put for you. Then you will want to put the open quotation mark, and because we are on the same sheet, what you can do is go ahead and copy just this part after the D and the slash and before the slash and the edit. And you're going to want to copy that, again, Control C. You can come down past your open quotation mark, Control V. Will then close the quotation mark, and that is the string that you are getting the information for. Now, you also have to have the page. So here we're looking at Brown, and we're going to put a comma to let it know that we are starting a new function. Again, our open quotation, and down here you will see Brown reading. Okay, so you will want to type that exactly how it is on the tab, and then put an exclamation mark after it. You will then put a space, and the next thing you're going to want to do is find the range that you are wanting to copy. So here I can see that it's going to be C32 all the way over to W32. So we will go back onto our sheet. Now you can see here that it's not wanting to let us do it. We need to go in and we need to finish our function. So after the exclamation mark, you're going to put a space. We'll do C32 colon W32. my closed quotation mark was already there and I just had to take the space out, and our line is done there. Now you'll go ahead and hit enter and it's going to load. Once it's done loading, REF is going to come up, and that's just simply because you need to allow it access to the sheet. Oh, it seems we have a problem. So here you will go ahead and click on it. And sometimes it's a little fidgety. And sometimes it takes a while to load. And then we have our scores. So you would do the same thing here. Equal, import, go down to import range, enter your open quotation marks, and it should still be copied, so you can go ahead and Control V. Then you'll want to end your quotation marks, comma, to start a new set of rules. Again, open quotation mark. Here we're going to type, Garza reading with the space. And what I did wrong in the last one was I left that space after the exclamation mark. So we will go ahead and do C32 colon W32. Again, our closed parenthesis, closed quotation mark. We now need to close our parenthesis to let it know that we are done and hit enter. We again wait for it to load. Sometimes it takes longer than others. While we are waiting for it to load, what we can do, go ahead and do, there it is. We can click here and we can copy this function. Go into our next line and we can go ahead and paste that function, and all you have to do is change the name of the sheet that you are getting your information from. And hopefully it always works for you. Again, sometimes it can throw a fit because there is an extra space somewhere, and then you must just go in and find where that error lies. So here you'll see all I'm doing is changing the teacher's name, which saves a lot of time. And hopefully here in just a minute, we will have all of the teachers. See here, it doesn't like something. So let's see, there may be a possible space error there. Let's see how that works. Another space error. So here what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to Swal's reading, and we're going to check out where that line is, and see here it's her average is on line 30. There must have been some lines that were deleted, some rows. So her row 30 is her average. So then we'll just simply go back and we will change the range. Oh, and Slater is still not working correctly. So we will have to go back and find out what that error is. That should fix Swal's problem. Now, here's another thing that you may do. You can go ahead and delete that. Click down here and simply Control C on the tab. Go back into your function. Make sure you're after your open quotation. Control V. It looks like there's an extra space in between Slater and reading. Let's see if that fixes our problem. Okay, so the problem is now gone, but it looks like we have the same problem that was going on with Swall. So again, we'll just go to Slater's reading, and aha, hers is on 30 as well. So we'll go back to our sheet for our new reading totals. We will click on the function, clear 32 and make it 30. Enter. And that should fix our problem. While we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and go to Brown. We can again copy using Control C so that we have a guide as to which problem each of these are. See, now Slater is working. And then we can also resize it so that we can see everything on the page. And here is all of our imported data from each teacher's reading tab. In the next video, you will see how to mark each percentage by a color coding system using conditional formatting function.